Here's Rachel Maddow. Lo and behold, guess what? She got the Omicron vaccine too. You should be pro-vaccine. You're going to get the Omicron vaccine. If you don't get the BA1, you're going to get the BA2. We're all going to get exposure to the Omicron variant. I presume that she's been fully vaccinated and that she's had her booster shot, I guess, right? If anybody that runs their mouth as often and as strongly as she does about these vaccines, she's got to have the booster shot. The big lie, right? The big lie from the media. They're always talking about the big lie. There's all the other lies are small compared to the big lie. This is the whole Holocaust dynamic. Nothing compares to the Holocaust. The Holocaust is the Holocaust. So now it's the big lie, all right? If the election was stolen, let's say that the big lie was true. Let's say that the election was stolen. Accept that supposition. If the election was stolen, what the hell do you people want to do? Let's say that there was some evidence in the lower courts that the Trump-friendly forces were trying to flood the courts with these cases that of fraud in the election, and they were just struck down. Pretty much they were all struck down. I don't think there was any real substance there. What if there was some substance there? What if, you know, a couple of these claims or a couple of these allegations, accusations, what if they got through the court? And there is some evidence that would be legally binding evidence, you know, at least that we would have to take it seriously because there are judges that are taking it seriously across the several states. You know, we've got 50 states. Let's say that, you know, in 3 or 4 or 5 states they found some problems, evidence of, you know, some gross inaccuracies or, you know, what looks on the surface to be fraud. What if they did find some substance that the election was stolen? What do you want to do? What do you want to do? Now let's pretend like we don't know who the president is, right? We don't know if it's a Democrat in the White House. We don't know if it's a Republican in the White House. So we have to answer hypothetically. We have to put our partisanship aside to answer this question. What do you want to do? Or not personally what do you want to do, but what do you want the authorities to do to our country or for our people on behalf of our country in response to an election being stolen? And then conversely, let's say that it wasn't stolen, that it doesn't appear to be through lack of evidence, but let's say that Trump, instead of gracefully bowing down and leaving office, leaving power, let's say he listened to that My Pillow guy and called out the U.S. military, called out the Guard, or, you know, he's the commander-in-chief, so he can order some type of a military operation to protect himself, to secure the democracy. I mean, they can use all kinds of language that means nothing in that kind of a scenario, but, you know, to try to justify their position and to be on the side of righteousness, which I'm sure Trump would be doing that in addition to talking about himself. But let's say he did. Let's say he used military force. Then what would you guys want to do? We don't really think about this ahead of time. We don't really think maybe it's easy to think about what we think or what we believe when Donald Trump is involved. So I would rather go hypothetical here and just any hypothetical President X. We don't know who it is. It's President X. We don't know if it's a male, female, Democrat, Republican. We don't know anything about the demographics of this president or the political beliefs, the political ideology of this president. It's hypothetical President X. An election gets stolen. Okay, meaning that the just outcome that would have happened in a free and fair election is changed into the opposite outcome. So, you know, the winner becomes the loser becomes the winner. The election gets stolen. What do you guys want to do? Do you want to, you know, do you want your governor to declare that your state is independent of the union and you want to secede? Like, I don't belong in this country anymore because this isn't the America that I grew up in. As always, we don't care about money because there's no money involved in any of this. This is just a labor of love. It's an exercise in thought on what we do if the big lie is true.